it should be a great one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dublin Shamrocks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This one finds Austin out right. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Pickett sets up play action. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead to Warren. Now the ball comes loose. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running left, it's Warren. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
At the 13-yard line.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Touchdown! Calvin Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Shamrocks, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Jakeem Grant on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They run it again with Chubb. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now Austin. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Down Peoples-Jones. 71 yards. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 7. And again, it's Chubb. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Escaping the pressure right. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 15 brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Slot man moves right. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first and 10, it's Pickett. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A handoff for Warren. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10, here's Pickett. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got...
And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And all the way in for a touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pickett back to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Grant. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To the air on first down with Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Pickett to throw on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 2 yards to go, second down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Here's Johnson with a reception. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll throw again with Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jeff Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Shamrocks 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A touchdown the differential. A 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Warren will try the right side. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Back to throw, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Steelers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll run it. Warren. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Pickett going to move his guys around. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Pickett with a quick throw out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A give running right is Chubb. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try the air now with Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Pickett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Pickett. Wow, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A solid stiff arm. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown! Daniel Peoples-Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Shamrocks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's going to let this one go deep. Room here to run. They juked him. How about this? And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg, eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin. 38 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. Jakeem Grant now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. And trouble trying the middle here. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Pickett now from the gun here.
You know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun. Pickett. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. Here's 1st and 10.
24 down, he's coming.
Watson off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Here now, 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And it is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now Pickett. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. That's to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. It's caught downfield by Pickens. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Completes this one to Pickens. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Alert!
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't